fucking 5-year-old little bitch!
We are looking for.
This is the network you are looking for.
We will follow the antisocial network.
And you too should follow the antisocial network. All right, so here we are for another thrilling, titillating episode of WrestleShoot. I'm your host, Wild Thing, Rob Wild, joined, of course, by the lovely and talented, the master of the fedora himself, Mr. Chris Casanova.
Yay!
What's up, brother?
Not much, man. I like those chair scenes. in the
Yeah.
Video.
I always think, man, you know, the guys who were involved in that cried so much over it, and they still do. Like on shoot videos and shit. But man, if that was me and you under those chairs, we'd have hard-ons. It'd be like, yes, we got him.
Oh, wow.
Don't you think?
Sure. Yeah. Fucking A.
Oh, fuck you. God, I dislike you so very much.
No, you don't.
So anyway, today we're going to go over job guys who actually went somewhere. Is a big misconception that if you start off your career doing jobs on TV, that's what you're going to do for your whole career. But we're going to show you some examples of where you're dead fucking wrong and you're stupid for saying it.
And we apologize. Some people didn't make the list, but we feel like this was the best list possible. So
I think this is a great list we got put together here. And we're going to go ahead and do like we do on these little list shows. We'll just kind of switch off guy to guy, right? So
see, guy on guy.
yeah.
Oh,
Did I say that? Wait, is that not the right?
wait, hold on. Guy with guy or guy on guy or guy?
Anyway, don't worry about us. Guys, listen, make sure to check us out, antisocialnetwork.net. We're coming at you live from the Antisocial Studios in beautiful Tampa, Florida, and beautiful Austin, Texas.
Whoa. How do you really feel?
No, Austin's okay. I like San Antonio more, though. I got to be honest.
Do you really? I think San Antonio smells like shit, but that's okay.
Okay. That river walk down there is just beautiful. I love it.
It's cool. I like the Riverwalk's nice. But other than that, it's kind of like shit. Anyways.
I remember the first time I saw the Alamo in person, I was actually looking for it and drove right past it. And I looped around the block following the signs. And when I finally saw it, I was like, Jesus Christ, that's it? Like, this is the big thing? It's surrounded by big buildings. You blink and you'll miss it.
And the people were like fucking 4 feet tall. They hopped the wall, dude. The walls are not even that fucking high, dude.
I know. Anyway, we're not talking about wrestling. Chris, you want to pick our first jobber who went somewhere?
Oh, sure. Let's see who we got on our awesome list here.
Yeah.
All right. Man, so many to choose from. Let's just start with, you know what? Let's start with a bang. Let's start with.
Yeah, bang. Bang, bang, baby.
All right. We'll start with Matt Hardy.
Matt fucking look at that guy. Look at his ears.
Yeah, dude, his ears are huge.
I'm surprised they didn't book him as Dumbo Hardy. Dun.
Look at him, man. No tats. Fucking look at the white tape, dude. Just like a baby face, man. He's just ready to.
Oh yeah, just white meat, man. Just he be coming out there sipping on a glass of Ovaltine, talking about how much he loves his mother, all that good stuff.
Does his homework, goes to bed at 9:00 at night. Yeah,
right. Because he's got to get up in time because he's got to go out and run 2 miles before he gets to school, and then he's got wrestling practice that night.
Right, exactly.
And of course, he's carrying his books and his best girls.
Yeah, absolutely. Gosh.
So Matt Hardy, looking like he's 13 years old right there. And again, look at this guy. Because he was very unmemorable looking. He just looked like the guy that the name is going to beat the hell out of.
Yeah, you typical job guy on fucking Saturday morning, just getting his fucking ass handed to him.
Went out there, did 5 minutes, got his paycheck, and probably went on the road and hit the next town same day because on the weekends they did double shots.
Yeah. Back then it was like what mid-90s, early mid-90s.
Yeah.
Wow.
If they'd
Yeah.
roll into town, they'd do a matinee show. Sometimes they would do the same venue later on that night, or they jump in a car and haul ass as quick as they could to the next venue.
Yeah. I remember when they first came up as a tag team when him and his brother started teaming, and they were still jobbing out the team that was getting jobbed every week, but then they got a little bit better each time, and then they progressively got better, and of course they got that big push.
Well, what's funny is they got put on the shelf for good for a while because of his brother's antics. So they were shopping themselves around to other companies.
Yeah.
And ECW said you're not ready, which was understandable, I guess, for them. But WCW said you guys are just never going to go anywhere in the wrestling business. Then the McMahons found out they were shopping around, and they went ahead and snagged them up again.
Yeah.
And what a great fuck you to Bischoff, right? Never going to be anybody? Are you sure?
Yeah, kicking himself in the ass, I'm sure. I mean, he's made a lot of mistakes. But I think the TLC with Edge Christian really put those guys over the top.
Talking about the regular tag team or the three-way tag team with the Dudleys?
Starting off with that, and then when he threw the Dudleys in the mix, that was just fucking
that
awesome.
Was epic.
Yeah.
I mean, it was brash and it was suicidal. It was crazy, but it was epic.
It was epic, and nice little series. I actually watched a little series on that. I was on YouTube, and they were talking about it, the whole feuds, and yeah, it was great, man.
So on that same vein, you picked Matt Hardy, so let's just go ahead and pop up his baby brother, who was also doing job squashes.
Wow.
Now look at that 10-year-old face.
Man, he's getting stretched by Razor. I'm surprised Razor didn't go to jail for child abuse.
I'm surprised. I wish that was me. Man, to wrestle Scott Hall, it to me doesn't get much better than that. Like, I hold Scott Hall up in that Ric Flair category.
Wow, that's pretty. Wow, that's a powerful statement there.
I think he is one of the greatest wrestlers of our generation. A guy who can absolutely work anybody. But we're not talking about him. We're talking about young baby Jeff. Now, you got to wonder, was he using it this time or was he sober around this time?
Man, I'm going to say sober. Look at him, man. Just looks like he's a kid. Looks like 10-year-old.
He does look like he's 10 years old.
No.
So we both know that the Hardy Boys were job guys in the WWF and the WWEFG back in the good old days, and nobody can say that the Hardys didn't go on to something.
Man, yeah, they're still going.
We got some honorable. Do you want to do some honorable mentions at the end of the show, or you want to do them now?
We can throw a couple up.
Yeah, let's go ahead. And want me to pick the first one?
Yeah, you go pick the first one.
Probably the most well-known job guy in pro wrestling's history, and that's the Brooklyn Brawler, baby.
Wow, Brooklyn Brawler.
Fantastic. You gotta love him. He always looked good. And what's funny is I've heard several times, like Janetti told me once, I said, Brawler, man, did that shirt reek when he opened up his gym bag? And he's like, nah, man, he just rubbed shoe polish on it. That shirt was always clean. He was always clean going to the ring.
Yeah. I heard a story too that Heenan told him to go outside and roll in dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Heenan's idea. He's like, what should I do? Heenan's like, get some holes in it and go outside the arena and roll in dirt. And
he did it in he also dabbed his shirt in underneath the ring truck to grab up some of that radiator drip off, along with the engine oil that's in it and all that shit. He kind of dabbed it in that to get big stains.
Yeah.
Pretty original guy too. Brawler's a hell of a nice guy. It's surprising.
What's that?
It's surprising that he was such a nice and kind of a humble guy.
I think Vince took care of him really well.
Yeah. And that's my point. is Vince took care of him so well. I'm surprised he was so nice.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, maybe on the flip side, he was probably really appreciative of getting taken care of, and he like appreciated his spot. He's like, I'm in a great spot here. So who
Yeah,
knows? Some
and
people
he earned
appreciate
it. He earned it. His great spot.
He did. He did. He had that. What was that feud with the Red Rooster?
Yeah. Another a guy who was somebody and then fell back into job guy status was Terry
Yeah,
Taylor.
yeah. Unfortunately, he did not make our list.
I mean, even when he was terrific, Terry, was he really that good trying to hold himself up as if he is Ric Flair?
I think he was a good worker, but thought more than he. I guess he thought he was more than he was. Like
He
he
thought
was.
he was amazing and he thought he was Flair. He ripped off Flair's strut. And as I understand it, that's why Vince called him Red Rooster, was the strut. It's like, look at that guy trying to cock walk around the ring like Rick. Let's get him over here. I got an idea.
Yeah, we're calling the Red Rooster.
You're going to be the rooster, damn it. All right, next you pick.
All right. Any honorable mentions? We'll kind of space them out because we have a couple more, but I think we should space them out.
Let's just go ahead and get one out now because we got so many guys we need to talk about.
All right. Shoot. Let's see. I'm trying to find it here. Let me take a look. Man. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh,
there you go.
You damn dummy. Barry motherfucking Horowitz, the second greatest job guy ever. Ever. Just a phenomenal fucking worker. A way better worker than the Brawler, but the Brawler just knew how to get over more than Barry.
I think the Brawler's gimmick was better, personally, but Horowitz, yeah, hell of a worker, hell of a nice guy. I actually got to meet him, and super humble dude. Just
now you didn't work him, you just met him?
Well, I was on a show with him.
Oh, I always thought you worked him for some reason.
No. I wanted to. I watched his match with Donovan, and
yeah,
it was great. He put Donovan over. Donovan,
he did.
Yeah, oh yeah. He put him over. It was a hell of a match, though. I think it was like 15, 20 minutes. They went for a long time.
Was it a screw job win or did Don go over clean?
It was clean.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
Very
man, Roland always had, I guess, that same attitude we did. Just because you've been on TV don't mean you're the star around here.
Yeah, no doubt. I watched that whole match. It was great. But cool dude, he was telling me, he said, yeah, Vince took care of me. He said, and I think I heard it from him. He said he was making back then, early 90s, he was making over 100,000 a year with Vince, just being the job guy. And back then, that was a lot of money.
It was a lot of money, but then you gotta and I've only really started thinking about recently, Maven from Tough Enough and all that.
Yeah.
He puts out a podcast.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Some of them are him. Well, they're not really a podcast. He just makes videos and he puts them on YouTube. And a lot of them are about his time in WWF. And one day he said, let's talk about the money end.
I saw that. Yeah.
Okay, so you saw it, make $100,000, take $30,000 off for the government. All right.
Of course.
Then take another $25,000 off for your rental car and your room and your food. And this is what you're left with. And I'm like, holy shit. He goes, now I had a really good accountant. So, I found a lot of loopholes in that to get me some decent returns. But, until tax time comes throughout the year, unless you get that pay-per-view money, you're hungry.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, it was interesting how they broke it down. So when you're really not making that, I mean, with all the taxes and everything, you're not really making that much unless you have a good, smart tax person, which he obviously had.
Which all of us should have. All right, so is it my pick or your pick?
I picked Horowitz, so I think you're the one.
Okay, so let's go way back in our past to a guy that we used to know. Come on, American Dragon. There you are. Boom.
Yeah.
He's even wearing his dragon tights. I love it. He's like, I'm just going to grab these in my kick pads. Anyway, guys, this is Daniel Bryant. This is way, way back in the day. I mean, he was still on the Indies. He was still wearing a mask around this time period, wasn't he?
Yeah. This is late 90s right here. Late
Mhm.
90s, early 2000.
And I remember on the indie scene, he was absolutely the best thing going.
He was, yeah.
Never had a bad match. Always rocked ass.
Mm-hmm.
Was always the hardest working guy on the card. And I used to say I was the craziest guy on the card, which is true. I would do shit that people would say, don't do that. And I do it anyway. But he was the hardest working, the best worker in the room all the time.
Well, yeah, and it paid off. He's a former Shawn Michael protege.
We should have booked him with you when we had the chance.
Yeah, I would have worked the hell out of him. And it's funny, I was on quite a few shows with him. Our paths never crossed to work, man. And that's someone I would love to work.
Hell of a nice kid he was.
Yeah, he super cool.
All right, well, let's go. I think we're making good time here. Let's go ahead and move on to the next.
Oh, wow. Let's see. Who do we got here? Man, let's see. Ooh, here's someone. Here's your boy.
My boy. It's and looking back on it all, like that whole night just was sideways, man, with me and Nash. That was just stupid.
Yeah. Nash, Vinny Vegas.
We knew he was an arrogant cunt when we booked him. We knew that. Sorry, Monty. Sorry to throw the C word out there. You can edit it out. But we all knew he was just kind of a prick, and he was going to squeeze every dollar he could squeeze out of every promoter and fan. And that night just went sideways. It wasn't. I mean, okay, I was going to say it wasn't his fault. It was his fault, but still, I don't like holding any hard feelings.
Yeah. But in getting back, yeah, and at the end of the night, it all worked out. It was fine. He was cool at the end of the night.
And I'll share the end of the night story with everybody. I had just had a left knee surgery, like a complete reconstruction. So I'm hobbling around this show we're putting on a cane. Was that a cane or a crutch? It was a cane, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think I was too egotistical to carry the cane. I was like, no, the crutch. No, I'll just do the cane. But at the end of the night, he's like, so when did you get cut? And I said, like 4 days ago. He said, 4 fucking days ago, and you're here? I said, yeah, this is my show. He's like, okay, hang on a second. Opened up his gear bag, and he pulled out this uber impressive knee brace. And he holds it out and goes, so for the rest of your days, you could tell everybody, yeah, Kevin Nash is an asshole, but he gave me a $600 knee brace. Here you go. I said, $600? He goes, yeah, slip it on. So I did, and immediately the pain started going away. I was like, holy shit, I can have this? He's like, yeah, brother, it's all yours, man. Thanks for the memories. It was a good show tonight. And it was a good show.
It was. Him and Ruben
Except
had
the ring broke.
Except what?
The ring broke.
Yeah, the ring broke, but...
Yeah, first match, the ring broke. So we had to rig it to get through the night.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, shit happens.
Got to do what you got to do. But getting back to his job days, yeah, he was definitely way underused in WCW. They had fucking Vinny Vegas, fucking Oz, fucking oh gosh, was it the Master Blaster?
Oh yeah. See, I don't know if he was underused.
I think he was,
because he wasn't any fucking good yet.
But he had size.
He was that's why he was getting booked in the first place, was the oddity, right? The freak show nature of how fucking big he was. But they wanted to get him, but then they didn't know what to do with him because he wasn't any good, and the names didn't want to work with him. They didn't want to get hurt. It wasn't until they kind of threw him and Hall together when Hall was the Diamond Stud.
What, when he was Vinny Vegas?
Yeah, and they put them together in a tag team. That's when Kevin started actually really learning the craft, I think, because Scott was forcing him to.
Yeah. I still think they could have done more with him in the beginning. I really do. I mean, you got someone that size, man. It doesn't really make sense for them just to keep jobbing them out, man. I mean, you got people like fucking Tommy Rich going over on him. Give me a break, man. Or fucking
Yeah, but
or
yeah,
fucking Ricky Morton. Come on, dude.
but
Like,
that does boil back. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's where they had all that long-term heat from. Because
yeah,
Nash
dude.
said one time I shouldn't have jobbed him, and Morton never let it go.
No. I'm with Nash on it. It doesn't make sense. But
That's funny. But it kind of equates back to the Sid syndrome. When Sid started first getting booked, it was very undertrained, and he was just running around hurting the hell out of big names.
yeah, fuck, Sid wasn't very good.
Oh, that was the problem, is what I'm saying with Nash. It was the Sid syndrome.
But at least Nash got better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sid did. Sid drastically improved, I think. You know,
I think towards maybe towards the end when he was running with Hulk, maybe he got really good. But WCW, he was wrecking fools, dude.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
wrecking everybody. But
I mean, didn't he put Sting in the hospital
fuck yeah, I think so.
because he missed the power bomb and dropped Sting on his shoulder?
Yeah.
Boy, poor Stinger, man. That guy has taken some fucking beatings over his career.
Yeah. What a trooper, man, hanging in there.
Him and Vader, and oh god, just the ridiculous levels of pain. Ron Simmons. Remember Ron Simmons clotheslined him across the fucking nose and mouth and busted him all open in that battle royal?
Oh, Sting?
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
And the next day, Sting was back at work, baby. He's like, hey, that shit happens.
Yeah, Ron's a stiff fucker, man.
That's a big motherfucking arm to hit you the wrong way.
It's like getting hit with a fucking tree trunk.
So speaking of big guys who started off not very good and, in my opinion, drastically improved, let's get on over to the good mayor, Mr. Kane himself, Isaac Yankem, DDS.
Jerry Lawler's dentist.
That's right. The man who was going to take out the Hitman.
I don't remember that naturally. Was it any good? I can't remember. I think I might have seen it.
I think everything that Brett did, move for move wise, was good.
Was the match good though with him and Yankem?
I don't remember, to be honest with you. But again, it was a Brett thing, and he could work back then. It's not like he couldn't work. He just wasn't obviously the Kane. He wasn't Kane yet. He didn't make that leap forward in his skill level. But this guy has had a job with Vince just forever. He was never out of work. He was the fake Diesel. I mean, he was always there.
Yeah. Thanks to Taker. I guess the story behind that is he went down to Memphis to work, and Taker was Undertaker, went down there, worked Yankem or fucking Kane.
Yeah.
And Taker's like, wow, this guy's impressive, and told Vince about it. And Vince fucking watched the match. He's like, we got to bring him up. And that was the whole connection. So thanks Taker for that. He should thank for Taker for kind of putting a good word in for him.
He has. Oh God, he has. I've heard that guy a million times. Like, if it wasn't for Mark Calloway, there never would have been a me. I would have been working in a garage somewhere.
Yeah. And you're right. He got really good. I mean, as time progressed, he got really, really good.
Well, now I could be wrong about this part. I don't know if I read it or if I heard it, but something along the lines of he actually moved closer to the training center for WWE, and he was in there working out like all the time.
Oh, I could
Performance center. That's what I was looking for. The performance center.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
And you and I would do the same thing. It's like, okay, so we got our chance on TV and we're stinking the joint up a bit. So let's head on down to the center and get up to snuff.
Yeah, get better.
Oh shit. We haven't even been paying attention to the comments. What do we got here? Oh, there we go.
Oh. Who's this?
This is old Roxy Red. Master Blaster runs Bartertown.
Bartertown. Wow.
That's right.
All right.
Oh, fucking Frogtown. So who's up next? You're up next.
Oh, shit. All right. Let's go with Did we pick this guy already? Let's see.
Yeah,
We
we
did.
just did him.
It's hard to see these damn pictures. I'm going through pictures here. Let's see. All right, how about this one? Nope. I'm just going
See
through
what
them all,
happens.
dude.
See what happens when I let Casanova run things. Everything gets fucked up.
You
Holy
fucked
shit!
up. Hey, we blew a spot, but I grabbed the hold. Okay.
That's right.
All right.
Just incredible, baby.
Yeah, just incredible. Well, aka PJ Walker.
Let's be honest. Just Incredible is one of the coolest gimmick names ever.
Yeah, absolutely. It does flow. What do you think about him? I think he was great. I thought he was great.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But you're right. He was, I mean, even back then when he was doing PJ Walker, look at him. He was body focused, he was practicing his craft, and he was very, very good at what he did, which makes me wonder why Vince didn't end up promoting him.
I don't know. Did Vince pick later on? Was he? Well, yeah, he was. What was that gimmick? Aldo Montoya, right?
Algo Montoya, yeah.
Okay, yeah. He did that gimmick for a bit, and yeah, he was like a job guy. I think they gave him a small push in the beginning, but he's
Well,
more
he
like,
was the Coco Beware caliber name.
there you go. Yeah, that's a perfect
You
comparison.
know, it was, Aldo Montoya, fucking Coco Beware. You had God now Virgil, right? Those were the guys who got to go to the show, but when they went to the name beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, or they would if they work each other, it'd be like a fucking 20-minute match, and one would somehow go over.
And nobody really cared.
And it was always the first match.
Yeah, that's right. If it even made TV, a lot of the times it was just a dark match.
Yeah, your standard dark match.
But I say just a dark match, like oh, you're beneath me because you did dark matches. No, you're awesome because you did dark matches. Good for you guys.
Yeah, fucking A. But yeah, I think he was a little bit underrated worker. I think personally, he could probably done a little bit more. Maybe IC level. I wouldn't say world strap level, but maybe IC.
I don't know about that. I mean, I think he was really good, but I don't think he was, Brett and Sean good. But then they did put the IC on like Warrior and fucking, Don Morocco and shit like that.
There you go, man. See,
So maybe you're right, and I should just shut up and go with it.
Not as Aldo Montoya, but I think his Just Incredible gimmick that could have done. He could have done something and with Vince.
Well, Just Incredible didn't happen until ECW.
That's what I'm saying. Like if he was with ECW and as Justin Incredible, he could have been a more like IC level after ECW. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying Aldo Montoya. I'm saying it's Just Incredible gimmick.
Well, I mean, does it have to be Aldo Montoya? Could it be? What was his gimmick? There you go, PJ Walker. Could he have been the IC champ?
No, he's a jobber then.
Okay, well, say he wasn't a jobber. Say he wasn't a jobber. Could he at least been an IC contender?
He could have been on Superstars working the IC champ and maybe get a couple moves in.
So no, was what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. All right, next coming up here. Ooh, this one might shock some viewers. Oh yeah.
Wow.
What was his gimmick back then?
Jack Foley, I believe.
Jack fucking Foley. That's right.
Wow. Look at him, man.
I know he has no muscle tone to him, but look at him.
Wow.
He still has that Cactus Jack kind of confused, psychotic look on his face.
Yeah, dude. It looks like you can tell it's him if you really look closely. Yeah, that's him. Like if you're
I don't even think you have to look closely.
Really? He kind of looks like well, he was a job guy. What am I fucking saying? He looks like a job guy. I was gonna say he looks like that WCW job guy or something. I don't know.
That's right.
Wow.
But of course, we know what the fuck he went on to. He certainly didn't get stuck in eternal job guy status.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I've noticed you guys have had a great show, a wonderful screen presence. Join my Discord, motherfucker.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus, I've been waiting to use this on somebody. Doug, this one's for you.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
I'll be honest.
but of
I
course-
really want to do that to you.
You what?
I really want to do that to you, like throw a hamburger at you.
Dude, I really want you to try.
It would be. Oh, I think it would be great.
I think you should give it a go, motherfucker. Test your
Yeah.
luck.
You sit there just jibber jibber jabber jabber, fucking run your mouth and be like, bink. That'd be awesome, man.
Great, let's do it. Quit talking shit. Get on a plane. Come on, Jack. Let's do.
All right, we're gonna record that shit.
I mean, no, because I don't want to record me murdering you.
No, you're not gonna murder. You're gonna laugh and go with it because it's gonna be.
No,
fucking
I'm not. I'm
horrible.
gonna fucking end you. Pick your next guy. Do we have anything else we want to say about young Mick?
Shit, man, he was great. Fucking, he really didn't get over with his awesome wrestling skills. Just straight up hardcore, man. That's how he made his fucking career.
I had a lot of guidance from the Funker.
Yeah, exactly. Did he get trained by Funk?
No, a lot of guidance. I said.
Oh, a lot of guidance. All right. Well, fuck.
Pick somebody, jackass.
Shut up.
All right.
All right. I'm trying to think I can't find anybody. Do you know who's left here? I think this is the last one. Okay, here's a good one here.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to do an honorable mention before we jump off, though.
Okay.
Into the next one.
Oh, funny. I'm a job guy.
You. Fuck you. Fuck you.
That's right. Fuck you, Chris.
Look at that.
And I'll give it up. I wish I was a job guy. That would have been great. Put me on TV, give me those checks.
Yeah, take the fucking press and splash from the Warrior. Be great.
Just like old Marty Jannetty used to say, he'd be like, man, I'd go home for like 3 days a month and I'd be waking up hurting and I'd be limping around the house and be like, man, why am I doing this? And then I go to the mailbox and my check is there and I go, oh, that's why. That's right.
Oh, old MJ.
You're an asshole. Anyway, so I think we're going to move on to, I don't know, man, a job guy who really hit this level of success that nobody ever saw coming. Nobody ever thought for a second that the Kamikaze Kid, the Cannonball Kid would beat Razor fucking Ramon and become the 1, 2, 3 Kid. Sean Waltman is another one. I mean, for his weight class, probably the greatest cruiserweight I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah, hands down, man. He can do it all. He can work, he can talk. I mean, he can all around, man. He's great. And another fucking guy that owes his career to fucking Razor, fucking Scott Hall. I'm sorry, I know it's about Scott Hall, but it was his fucking idea, man. He says, put him over on me. We'll run this gimmick. And Vince fucking went with it.
Well, Vince shot him down at first. He's like, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, bear with me, man, because I'm not talking about just going out there on Monday Night Raw and letting the kid beat me. I want to work a series out of this with him and really build some heat. Because he wanted to bring Kid into the company in the first place.
Yeah, because they were friends.
I don't know if they were really friends as much as acquaintances. Just Hall has had one of those God-given perfect eyeballs for talent. He knew who was going to be somebody who never would be.
Hulk did say that on one of his interviews about Hall. He said, yeah, he had eye for talent. He knew what to do in certain things. And so, yeah, anyways.
And during that time frame, Razor Scott was the go-to. Like, I want to see how good this guy really is, or this guy's having a problem picking up on this and that and the other. Let's put him in with Hall for a couple of matches, and then he'll come out a better wrestler for it. And that's the same with Kid, man. When he was there and Scott wasn't, Vince was always saying, if you have a question, if you have any like psychology questions or move holds, whatever, go talk to Shawn. He'll help you out. They weren't talking about Shawn fucking Michaels.
No, and I have heard that too.
But let's be honest, Shawn Michaels probably could have been a great help to a great number of wrestlers if he wasn't such a selfish prick.
He just was a different dude back then. I guess he's a lot more humble now. He's found God and he's a different person from a lot of people say. But yeah, he was a dick back then. He's not going to help anybody. He wasn't going to help anybody.
I'll give it up to Shawn, man. I mean, the things that he does now is complete 180 from his character. I mean, he buys junker cars. He has a garage. He has people that he pays to fix those cars and give them away to single mothers.
No shit. Wow.
Yeah, and Shawn apparently is in there under the hood too, fixing these, or was before he went back to work, obviously. But he's fixing those cars up too, and he was just giving them away. He wasn't selling them, nothing. Just here you go.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. And he was buying junk. I'm sure he took a lot of donations too. I just heard a news press going, oh, he spent his own money on buying these cars and the parts and blah, blah, blah. You know, good for him.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I think the 1, 2, 3 Kid probably on this whole entire list is my top one, even over the Hardys and Foley.
Well, I think that's why we saved him till last, because he's definitely the top dog.
Absolutely. I would have loved to work him. Gosh, I've been on a few shows with him, and man, fuck.
Yeah, I got stoned with him a couple times after shows, and he's just a hell of a nice guy.
Yeah, super cool dude, and he's like his character on there. He's super cool, fucking very talkative, and just chill. But yeah, I would love to work him, man. I think I could have blown it up with him.
He's one of those few guys that I notice can carry on like 2 or 3 conversations at once and not get confused or left off.
Yeah, because most workers do.
Get confused and left off?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's just on a one-on-one conversation.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
I said most workers.
Most workers what? What are we talking about?
Huh? What?
Hey?
I forgot.
Did somebody just hit me with a chair? I just saw white.
I don't know. I was paying attention to something else. I don't know.
I think I'm stroking out over here.
Yeah. Do I need to call somebody?
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody.
Love that. I love that music. Entrance music.
You know, I'm almost embarrassed to admit this on the air, but I fucking love the Ass Man's entrance music.
When he was the Ass Man?
Yeah. I'm an ass man. Bow. Yeah, I'm an ass man. Bow, bow. Yeah, I love that shit. I love to fucking grab them. I love to squeeze them. I love to kick them. I love to beat them.
You know, the song was great. Billy's a great worker. He just, for some reason, he just couldn't get over that hump as the singles guy. He just couldn't.
Well, actually, that's not it. That's not why he had a hard time getting over the singles hump. He had a hard time because he had a heart condition.
Are you seriously?
I'm serious. Yeah, he's got a heart condition. So, Vince was trying to keep him relevant, keep him working, but you notice a lot of his singles matches were like 3-way dances, or they were some kind of a gimmick wrapped around him. You know, when he was doing tag team with Road Dogg, it was easy because it was half the work, so we didn't have a problem with it. But Vince kept a heart doctor on staff while he was there, just making sure he was okay.
Wow, no shit. Where'd you hear that at?
From him on a shoot interview.
Oh, no shit.
Or maybe he told me. Fuck, I don't remember.
Damn.
But I do remember it coming out of his mouth from somewhere.
Wow, because I just thought because it confused me too, because he was great in the ring. He had a good look. Yeah. He had charisma. Like, he had a lot of it. And it's like, but for some reason, he can get over the hump. So I guess, like you said, that's the reason.
He was a walking heart attack.
Wow. Shit. Interesting. I like this feud with The Rock, though. That was kind of cool.
Yep. Yeah, when me and Bagwell were sneaking out, that's right. It was at that one show where me and Bagwell were sneaking out to go light one up and offered him to come along, and he's like, "No, dude, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do any of that stuff." And we're like, "Oh, okay, whatever." And I think that's when he told me I got a heart problem.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I don't know, God, all the memories are so clouded, dude, from wrestling. It's just ridiculous.
Jeez. Oh.
So I don't have any idea what this means.
Chocolate ice cream goes in the freezer. Yeah, you got me.
That's just old Roxy fucking Doug Damien Red fucking spewing out his insanity again. And if you guys like the stupid, crazy comments brought up by Mr. Doug Damon, you can catch him every Monday night right here on the Antisocial Network as we present Ghosted. Ooh, it's a spooky trip down the supernatural highway where we watch paranormal evidence videos and we decide after a little conversation if we think they're legit or if they're a bunch of bullshit. Which, let's be honest, lately they've been a bunch of fucking bullshit.
I'd say 98% of them have. I was on the show yesterday with you guys, and
Yeah,
I think there was one that stood out that could have been real.
and there are just so many stinkers, people try to content grab. And anyway, that's Ghosted. That's Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern. And of course, today, the same time, same everything. WrestleShoot comes at you. We're also starting Gut Shank Theater, where once a month we're going to watch a fabulously awful B-rated movie. And us and our panel. It's going to be very Mystery Science Theater 2000-ish. Well, we're going to watch this movie and just rip on it the entire goddamn time.
I thought the first one was great. I had a lot of fun. I can't wait for the second one. It's gonna be
and
great.
I am actually thinking about bringing back Smells Like Hope.
Really? No shit.
But we'll see.
Huh. Any particular?
Smells Like Hope is very much a passion project for me, and I don't want it to feel repetitious, like something that I have to do. So I only do Hope anymore when I feel like something relevant is on my mind that I have to say, or if I have an impressive guest who's got some helpful things to say to people in recovery.
Wow. Any particular night you're going to do it on? Thinking about it?
Oh, Jesus, I don't know yet. I haven't put that much thought into it yet. Just like, Doug made this awesome entrance video for it because I was going to do the thing with Buff, but then Buff relapsed, so that got put on hold.
Wait, who relapsed?
Buff Bagwell.
Oh, he just recently relapsed?
Yeah. Well, not that recently. Probably a good 6 months ago.
Oh, damn it. Yeah.
Well, that's just a part of recovery for a lot of people. Relapse is a part of the process. Because I've always said it's not really a matter of if you relapse. It's how do you handle it once you do.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a good dude, man. I enjoyed having him on our shows.
He's a hell of a nice guy.
Yeah, he is.
Even when he's fucked up, he's still a super sweet, nice guy.
That's just his personality. I think he's just overall generally just a good person.
Unless you start talking shit, then he is quick to flash off and whip your ass.
Yeah, that's fucking the Hurricane.
There's so many of them. There's just so many guys that lay in Buff's wake, man. He's a legit tough guy.
Yeah, he don't fuck around.
All right. Well, I think that's going to be our time for the day. Any brilliant words in closing there, Mr. Casanova? Hold on, let me get you queued up. Give us something deep.
I really want to throw that burger at you.